Well, you know, as I mentioned earlier, we grew up in a segregated environment. Quite frankly, we knew it was segregated. We had, you know, they had colored water fountains, and it was colored men, women. We didn't even fit in those categories. They had old books that was used by the white school that was handed down to us when they were done with it. And in spite of all of that, you know, I think the difference was that we had committed teachers that told us that we had to work twice as hard to get half as far, and we had to, you know, do the work and do our best. And that was what was you might say ebbed or etched into our minds and all. And we wanted to make everyone proud.
Martin Luther King Jr. is not only a foundational figure in our history as a nation, his legacy is alive in our hopes and aspirations for today, as well as for the future.
You know, we knew of him at the time and what he was doing, and I think if you heard anything that I said early on, we knew that this was a man of courage, and we always kind of feared for him because he's out there. You know, he was talking about he was talking against the Vietnam War and things of this nature, but we appreciated the fact that he had the courage and articulated our need, but not just our need as African American people, but the need for all people. He was talking about equality and justice for all. There's a lot of opportunities that had, even the space program. I didn't talk about all of the African Americans that were in the space program. Since the inception, there have been 18 African Americans in the space program. Most people know of one or two, if that. Some had a lot. I guess it had a lot to do with Martin Luther King and the Civil Rights Act, thereby making certain that folk had equal opportunity to pursue whatever it is they wanted to pursue. 1964 was the signing of the Civil Rights Act. Our school wasn't even desegregated until 1970. It took a long time to get down to us. And 8 years after that, Ron goes to the space program.
The McNair Foundation and the McNair Scholars Program, created in memory of Carl's brother, Dr. Ronald E. McNair, are based on this idea of legacy and possibility.
Ron was he was very different. I think all of us in our that was in school looked to him because he had this uncanny courage to look things in the eye. And as you can see, he started very early. If you saw that animation, that at 9 years old when he went into the library to liberate those books and all, and once he made up his mind, you know, he was the kind of person that would seize the opportunity, and he had a resolve in him that quitting was not an option.
Supporting these students is a way of creating opportunities for the individuals, but also investing in all of our tomorrows.
We're seeing some great success stories. I can't tell you the countless success story. A young lady asked me to pick out a success story. I have quite a few of them, but it would, all the ones that I have are really, really great. There's some extreme situations where folks have come from some really tough situations, and then there are situations where folks just needed a chance and some exposure to opportunity, and to be shared information about something that could change their life, and they can have an impact at a higher level on our educational system.
Hi, my name is Janeto David Marin, and I'm currently a grad student in Family and Community Health. The McNair Scholars, for me, provided me the opportunities that I never thought I could achieve. They provided me the support that I needed, financially, morally, anything. And I'm so happy to be here presently because of McNair Scholars. I am right now completing the dreams that I want to complete in the future.
My own experience with the McNair Scholars, I've been in McNair for about a year now, and it's just been one wild ride after another. Last semester, I got sent to Boston to present my work at a conference for forensic sciences. I'm a forensic anthropologist. It's just been crazy. And I'm actually going to Seattle in a few weeks to present this work again because it's got some more attention. And there's just so many opportunities with the McNair Scholars Program here. It's been great.
We, as a nation, we really have to strive to educate more folk. We're seeing things like I mentioned during my talk about Correction Corporation of America. This is a privatized prison management company, and they can designate certain communities. That's our pipeline to the correction institution. That is another form of racism by another name, because they take folk and particularly minorities and put them in there, and there's hardly a chance for most of them to come out, because they come out oftentimes if they're felons with no rights. I don't know what's gotten into us here. I really don't. I thought that the dream of Martin Luther King had come to fruition, and that we were going in a direction, but Oprah said it a few months ago. Unfortunately, those of us baby boomers, she said, we got to die out before we start getting on the right track. And I said, I hated to recognize that as being truth, but she may have something there. I think you guys, your generations and all, perhaps can obliterate this kind of insanity here, because we'll go weaker as a nation if we don't start valuing each other and what we bring to the table, because America can't afford to kick to the curb any of our intellectual capital, if you